Nearly $43,000 have been raised for the UW Carbone Cancer Center, all thanks to a loving son's tribute to his late father. The 5th annual Big Bill Invitational basketball tournament brought boys and girls teams from around the state to Waunakee today. Every year, Andy Van Wee pays tribute to his father, who passed away in 2017 after a battle with multiple myeloma. He says his dad loved the camaraderie that the sport created, ultimately inspiring the annual tournament.
I see my daughter and nieces and nephews that are playing in this tournament, and they get along, not only with their teammates, but the people they play against. And it builds that community and that network that through life and as we get older, those are lifelong friends.
And he says his family is grateful for the care his father got during his time at UW Carbone. It's why they decide to donate the money to the center every year.